Okay, folks, welcome to Highlands Auto Exchange. Today I have for you is a 2001 Dodge Ram 2500 cargo van. It's a great running vehicle, and the only issue, it does have a couple of rust issues. Not dangerous as far as the frame or anything, but I'm going to go over them with you. But first of all, let's go in here and let me show you what we got. She starts right up. Okay, and I'll show you. It does have, where is it? Oh, there we go. 152,087 miles on it. I've driven this vehicle for a little bit. Looks like 233 miles I've put on it. Runs fantastic. The air conditioner, I'm going to say, is cool. It's not ice cold. It could probably use a shot of Freon. Let's see, radio. Radio works, okay. I don't know about the cassette deck, don't own any of them. Well, let's see, it's got dual airbags. It's a pretty basic vehicle though. It's got delay wipers, roll-up windows, everything basically that you would expect in a cargo van. As you can see, there's your passenger seat, and here's the, the driver's compartment, as you can see. All right, now, coming around, we'll start off by, of course, doing the tires. So, left front tire, I'm going to say, it's not great, probably about 50-55% of the tread left. Left rear tire, yeah, same as the front, maybe a little better, 60% or maybe a little more. But again, they're not worn out, they're safe to drive home, maybe get another year or so out of them. This side, yeah, same as the other side, 55, 50, 60% in that range. And I'm probably going to guess the front one. Yeah, it's just like the other side, 50% or so. Okay, the body. Now this is the interesting part, okay? It actually, from all, stepping back and looking at it, it actually looks good. You have to get real down and dirty looking at this thing to see any of the other issues. But here, let's go here. As you can see, under the passenger door, nice and clean, no rust there. All right, going through there you can see, here's your passenger cabin. They do have a little headliner in there. The interior light does work. All right, let's shut this door as we go along. I'll shut the doors. Here is your cargo area. It does have a bulkhead. It's a solid bulkhead, though. It's not a pass-through bulkhead, but of course, obviously, you can take that out. It does have a cargo mat, so it looks actually pretty decent inside, but I'm going to tell you, there is some rust issues with this. Starting right here, you can see there's a rust spot there. Let's go down the door. Surprisingly, actually, both of these doors look pretty clean. All right, so let's close this up. There, I'll lock her up. It does have the swing out doors. As you can see, this side, looks pretty good. I mean, we did do a little touch up. You can see up here, that sort of thing. All right, come around this side. It's not beat up. I mean, it's not all dented up. As you can see, looking down the side, this looks actually pretty darn nice. All right, here's your back. I hung some speakers there. I don't know if it came like that from the factory or not. There's one down there. I don't know what this stuff is on the wall. We tried cleaning it off, but it didn't. So even a little light back here works. That's amazing. Okay. It looks pretty good from the back. All right, here comes the hard part, though. What you're going to need to do is, if you buy this, take a look at that. Yes, sir. That's the road down there. So you can see you're probably going to have to, rivet in some sheet metal. The frame, surprisingly, is in great shape. So it's not a problem with the frame, it's just the floor is the problem. I don't know why, what the issues were, but it's on both sides, as you can see. But to be fair, I mean, I could have hidden this, and I could have just left the mat there and said, oh yeah, it looks great. I just discovered it myself, but I don't have the conscience to sell this van to you knowing that issue, all right? So that's why I'm telling you, and if I take a hit, I take a hit. All right, but let's close her up. I'll step back a little bit. As you can see, we did paint the rear bumper to make it look nice. It does look like a pretty generally decent van. It's got, as you can see, professional ladder racks on it. The only obvious rust really on the outside is along this bottom edge. As you can see, it looks like somebody stuffed something in there and cleaned it up a little bit, but the body itself, driving down the road, we're pulling up to a customer's house, excuse me, or whatever. you wouldn't be embarrassed in this van. Let me put it to you that way. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, that floor in the back, you can either put a piece of plywood down, maybe rivet some metal if you want. I wouldn't even worry it. This even has a good New Jersey State Inspection sticker until November of this year. Now, one of the good things that I think about this van is this van has the 5.9-liter V8 in it. For some reason, Dodge loves to put like too small an engine in their vans, but this is a 3/4-ton van, and it's got the proper engine, in my opinion, to give you enough power so you can get to where you need to go. And you can probably put a ton of weight in this thing as far as, you know, the cargo capacity. Like, I don't know what this guy did for a living that owned this van, but even as you can see from the front, it even looks like a pretty nice van. There you go, there's your bumper. And coming down the sides, you can see. So overall, not a bad package. And of course, you know, it is a 12-year-old, you know, basic cargo van. But all of that said, it does run very, very nicely. And we're going to find that out right now, because we're going to take it for a spin. Okay, there we go. It does have automatic overdrive, as you can see. See a button, push in, overdrive off, overdrive back on. It does work. All right, it gets up and goes really nicely too. Oh, a couple things, let's check. Yep, horn works. Yep, the wipers work. Okay, so all the important stuff is present and accounted for. It's just missing a little bit of metal. Which, if you want to look at the positive aspect, it makes it a little bit lighter. Maybe you get a little better gas mileage, who knows? Where the heck is all this traffic coming from all of a sudden? Just so you guys know, see that orange sign over there? If you're coming down to visit me, I have a feeling they're going to be shutting this road down pretty soon because they're fixing a bridge right up there. But anyway, here we go. Like I said, this V8 really responds well. It's a lot better than the 6 they put in a lot of these vans. And of course, it's a cargo van, so yeah, it's a little bit noisy, but it's not bad. It doesn't rattle and bang you around like a lot of them do. Surprisingly, it does go down the road nice and straight. See, my hand's not even on the wheel, and we're still going straight down the road. So, yeah, I'm saying this has actually probably got, for once, a decent front end in it. Sometimes these older Dodge vans, you know, the front end's not so great. But this one seems alright. Basically, the moral of the story is, if you need a cheap van for your company, if you're starting a small delivery business or something, and you don't need to have a lot of money to spend, this may be the perfect vehicle for you. Because, like I said, I will definitely account for the price, you know, with the defects in the vehicle that it has, so you don't even have to worry about that. So I will make sure that the price is commensurate with the condition of this vehicle. Alright, here we go on back. You can see, definitely runs nice. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet that you could put a lot of weight in this thing. Alright, what I'm going to do is a little brake test, and all that really consists of is I'm going to pull into this vacant lot across the street from my place, let go of the steering wheel, and slam on the brakes and see what happens. You know, just by watching the wheel, you can see how the brakes are. If they work properly, if you stop quickly, if it doesn't throw the van to the right or to the left, you know, the equalization's pretty good. So that's what we're going to do next. As we just cruise along next to the river here. Alright, pull the camera back. Hopefully I'll get the angle right so you guys can see, you know, as I pull in here, that I'm going to let go of the wheel, and right here, and brake. I think this has anti-lock brakes in it, if I felt correctly. I'm going to have to double check that. Yeah, it stopped pretty quick and pretty safely. I mean, the wheel turned a little to the left, which it usually does on gravel. Alright, let me just take it over here. I gotta see, I think this might have anti-lock brakes. Let's take it. I'm going up a hill here on gravel, and I'll slam on the brakes. Okay, definitely does not have anti-lock brakes. Okay, good, we settled that. But they do work, and it does stop the vehicle straight, so you don't have to worry about, you know, that being a problem. Alright, let me back out here, and I'm going to do a recap. Alright, here we go. This is a 2001 Dodge Ram 2500 van with 52,088 miles. Runs fantastic. The interior's pretty decent. It does have, like I said, some rust issues, but it's going to be cheap. I'll take one more little walk around her so you guys can get another view. Alright, there we go. Hop out. Alright, let me, and here's my place, just so you guys can recognize this if you come to visit me. And there we go. That's what the van looks. Like I said, it's not an embarrassment, you know, to drive up. It's not like a big old rust bucket that, you know, the paint's flaking off. The white paint is actually pretty nice and shiny on it. So, it is a pretty decent looking truck. But again, this is only for the guy that needs either a fill-in van because his newer van's, you know, whatever, or especially if you got like workers that work for you and you got to give them a vehicle, don't give them something brand new and nice. They'll just destroy it on you. Give them something like this. That way, if they wreck it, you're not out of a lot of money. I'm guessing this guy might have been a painter or something because he's got those ladder racks. All right, folks, well, as I always do, if anybody needs a good starter business van, cargo van, this is the one for you. Thanks.